What really happened when Jikook and the BTS team landed in Lisbon after their mysterious transit in Dubai? Why did thousands of fans and journalists suddenly flood the airport as if they knew something the public didn't? Before we begin, don't forget to support the Jikook Lover channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing right now, because this is where you'll get the hottest, most emotional, and most shocking updates about Jikook that are shaking the world. That night, Lisbon Airport transformed into an ocean of emotions, flashing cameras, and whispered speculation. BTS's arrival wasn't just an ordinary journey. There were glances, gestures, and small moments that made fans around the world wonder, is something much bigger happening behind this trip? Lisbon Airport, which is usually filled with the sounds of travelers' footsteps and flight announcements, suddenly turned into the center of global attention when the plane carrying BTS finally landed after a fairly long transit in Dubai. No one expected this journey to spark a wave of emotional reactions from international fans, entertainment journalists, and music industry observers trying to analyze every small detail of their arrival. Since news of BTS departing from Dubai began spreading through social media and eyewitness reports, the atmosphere of excitement had already started building. Fans from various European countries were reported to have begun arriving in Lisbon even before the landing schedule was confirmed. Many of them admitted they had a strong feeling that this trip was not just a regular visit, but something that carried a much bigger meaning. When the international arrival gates finally opened and the BTS members were seen walking out with fairly tight security, the atmosphere instantly exploded into a wave of hysteria. Fans' screams echoed throughout the airport, creating an atmosphere so intense that some witnesses said the moment felt like a spontaneous concert filled with emotion and excitement. However, amid the massive spotlight on all BTS members, public attention seemed to focus specifically on two figures who have long been a hot topic among fans, Jimin and Jungkook. Their interactions, the way they walked close to each other, and even the smallest gestures captured on camera immediately became discussion material across various social media platforms. Some entertainment journalists present at the location even admitted that their coverage focus shifted spontaneously when they noticed how the dynamic between the two attracted fans' attention. There was a moment when Jungkook appeared to glance toward Jimin as if ensuring his teammate was walking comfortably through the crowd, a simple gesture that instantly triggered thousands of emotional comments from fans watching the footage in real time. Speculation grew stronger when several fans claimed they noticed nonverbal communication between the two that seemed too synchronized to be considered coincidence. Some highlighted how their steps appeared to adjust naturally to one another, while others focused on facial expressions believed to reflect a deep emotional closeness. On the other hand, the security presence, which appeared tighter than during several of their previous airport arrivals, also raised major questions. Some entertainment industry analysts began speculating that BTS might be preparing for a major agenda in Europe, or possibly even a secret project that has yet to be announced to the public. Their transit in Dubai added another layer of mystery that further fueled fans' curiosity. Very little official information was released regarding their activities while they were there. Some unofficial reports mentioned meetings with international entertainment industry representatives, while other theories suggested preparations for a global collaboration project. As videos of their arrival in Lisbon began going viral and spreading across multiple countries, hashtags related to Jikook immediately dominated trending topics on various social media platforms. Fans from America, Asia, and Europe engaged in long discussions trying to interpret every second of the recorded footage. What made the situation even more emotional was the visible reaction of fans at the airport. Some were seen crying, while others screamed the members' names with trembling voices. Many of them admitted they had waited for years to see BTS in person, and this arrival moment felt like a dream come true. Amid the crowd, there was one particular moment that caught public attention. As the BTS group walked toward the vehicles waiting for them, cameras briefly captured an interaction between Jimin and Jungkook, appearing to talk to each other with expressions that seemed serious yet warm. That short moment instantly became material for analysis among fans trying to read their body language. Some pop culture observers argue that the Jikook phenomenon is not merely speculation about a personal relationship, but rather a reflection of an extraordinarily strong friendship and chemistry, something rarely seen in the global entertainment industry often filled with individual competition. However, not everyone viewed this phenomenon from the same perspective. There were also skeptical voices reminding that much of the fans' interpretations might be driven by emotional attachment and personal expectations. This debate only intensified discussions and turned BTS's journey to Lisbon into a global topic that went beyond music, touching on interpersonal relationships that captivate public attention. The situation became even more intriguing when several internal entertainment industry sources mentioned that BTS's arrival in Lisbon might be related to a large-scale international project involving multiple European countries. This information has not been officially confirmed, but it was enough to make fans even more curious. Meanwhile, fans who managed to witness BTS's arrival at the airport firsthand admitted they felt a different aura compared to previous trips. Many said the members' expressions appeared more emotional and meaningful, as if they were entering a new chapter in their career journey. Some fans even speculated that this trip might be connected to a major plan that has long been kept secret by their agency. Conspiracy theories began to emerge, ranging from the possibility of a surprise tour, a global documentary project, to music collaborations involving famous international artists. Amid all these speculations, one undeniable fact remains. BTS's arrival in Lisbon successfully united fans from various countries into one shared emotional moment. International media began covering this phenomenon as proof of BTS's influence that transcends cultural and language boundaries. However, the more videos and photos surfaced, the more questions arose among fans. Every gesture, every glance, and every small interaction between BTS members was analyzed with extraordinary detail. For many fans, this journey felt like a piece of a puzzle that might lead to the revelation of a much bigger story. There was a sense of curiosity mixed with hope, creating an emotional atmosphere difficult to describe in words. That night in Lisbon may have lasted only a few hours, but its impact was felt around the world. Social media was filled with endless discussions, while entertainment industry observers tried to understand the meaning behind every recorded detail. And when the BTS group finally left the airport toward their next destination, the atmosphere among fans became even more filled with unanswered questions. Many felt they had just witnessed the beginning of something far bigger than just an international trip. Was the transit in Dubai merely coincidence, or actually part of a secret plan yet to be revealed? Does their arrival in Lisbon mark the beginning of a global project that will change the direction of their career? Or could the dynamic between Jimin and Jungkook be hiding an emotional story that has long remained unseen by the public? The world may have seen them arrive in Lisbon, but the questions left behind continue to multiply. And amid the growing wave of speculation, fans around the world can only wait, while wondering whether this journey will become a moment that changes everything for BTS, and especially for the story that has long been a warm topic of discussion. Is the increasingly strong closeness of Jikook simply an extraordinary friendship, or is there a much deeper story that may one day shock the world?